Hey there, Soulshine. It's Michelle here, and I am inviting you to wake up and live. And today I'm going to be starting a series of videos that I am sharing with you on 6 principles of life, of creation, of manifesting. Super excited about these. I'm excited because of the change that I cannot deny that happened inside of me. And they're amazing alignment tools. And so I'm going to be sharing my story today of how I came across them. And then we'll do a few videos on the principles. And I'm excited about this. So, I have been struggling, in case you didn't notice. It's been an interesting journey. As a little girl, all I ever wanted to be was a mom. When people asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I just wanted to be a mom. I thought the idea was amazing. And when I would go to school, they'd have like projects. Like one class you had to do research on a career and do like reports and things like that and present in the class. And I didn't know what to pick. I wanted to be a mom. And you really couldn't do that for a career. So I chose teaching just to appease the teacher. Went into a work program that they had in my county for youth, like 14 and up. And it was like this thing where they kind of wanted to know what you wanted to do with your life, and then they would find you a summer job that might be of benefit for you in that. And again, I'm like, I want to be a mom, but I had to choose a career. So again, I chose teaching, which was a little frustrating for me because I didn't really want to be a teacher. I wanted to be a mom. As life went on, you get out of college, you have to pick something. Well, I had done well in accounting, so I chose accounting. That didn't last. I later was going back to school and I chose another career and like researched a couple other careers in that process and repeated the process again in a few more years. And even today, I want to be a mom. Now, I am a mother. I have 6 children. I love them dearly. And I have struggled with my business career because of this desire to be a mom. To be a mom, by my definition of being a mom, was not a work-at-home mom. It was a full-on stay-at-home mom. And so it's been kind of hard because I also have had a call to serve the world, to teach people how to heal things, to fall in love with themselves, to help clear up the energy of our environment. And so I've had these calls inside of me, and they've been in extreme conflict with my desire to be a mom. Going out and getting a job would put me in straight up panic attacks to get a traditional job. And so I've had like all this different conflict energy around this area of work and business and that kind of thing. So I was once again in the like pray about it mode. What am I going to do? I was figuring out if I was sending my kids to public school or homeschool. And I also had to figure out, what am I going to do? Am I going to continue in a business? Am I going to go out and get a job? Am I going to continue my YouTube channel? Like, there's a lot of questions that what was going on. And once again, I started having a panic attack kind of situation. I've been dealing with a depression that was a combination of this war about working or not. I'm a single mom and kind of don't really have a lot of choice in whether or not I bring in money. It's more of how I bring in money. And there was also like this disconnect from purpose that was also creating depression. So I've been having a mega funk of late, right? It's been pretty crazy, pretty frustrating. And you guys have felt the effects in that I haven't been here. My videos are hit and miss with the inspiration when I do come on. And so I was in my pray about it mode. I was like, what do I got to do? What I love is that not only do I pray about it, but I tune in to what feels right inside of me. If it feels light and expansive and warm, like a hug from the inside, then I know that it is a good path. If it feels heavy and constrictive and kind of dark, then I know that it's not the best choice for me. And so this is kind of one of my gauges. But I hear thoughts, or sometimes I see pictures, I get information back. So I had made some decisions. I've got my decisions made for my kids. I know what's going to happen with them. And it came down to, okay, one more question. What do we do about Michelle? What is she going to do, right? And I felt like when I tuned into going out and getting a job, and this wasn't the panic attack that I normally feel. This was like, I'm just going to listen. If I'm supposed to go out and get a job, then I know that the energy healing that I need to do will help me clear it up, and I'll be okay. So I'm not stepping into that panic mode. I'm tuning in for that light or heavy feeling. I also turned it around. So I felt heavy about going and getting a regular job. And I felt very light about continuing a business. That's been this whole growing a business thing. It's been a challenge for years. It's been a really big challenge. And I'm like, But along with feeling that feeling of lightness, that yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, there was some thoughts, and this is the whole point. It's leading to how I got to these principles. The thoughts were, I needed to clear the energy around business and work. And I needed to use a particular, or look for a particular kind of healing on Google, kind of YouTube, Google kind of a video thing. I don't always feel that. Usually I'm thinking, okay, I've got plenty of tools. I'm just going to go in and use my tools. And that's where I go with it. But I felt very prompted. I needed to search for this on YouTube, on Google. And I was frustrated because I would put in different search results and I wasn't getting anywhere. I was not getting what I needed. I went with a specific modality. I went with the specific words like work aversion, business, clearing the energy around business. I was getting pretty frustrated. But I just kept feeling like you got to keep looking, keep trying things. You'll know when you know it. You'll know it. You'll see it. And so I finally found an article that I just kind of picked it, opened it, and it was talking about this modality that I felt prompted to look at. But the thing about this article is it mentioned a name. I have not been able to remember this name for a long time. It mentioned the name of the person who I originally heard about this modality from. And that's what I needed. I needed the name. I saw her name and I went, oh my gosh, I need to look up her and see what she has put out recently. And so I looked her up and I saw what she put out recently and I listened to it. And she presented 6 principles. These 6 principles of life, of creation, of alignment, of manifesting. And I listened to them and I had this huge energetic shift. I listened to information kind of with kind of a guard. It's a filter because I want to hold on to my religious values, and that's a choice that I make. And so I send information through that filter of my religion, and I sent this information through. And I was pretty excited because everything was kind of what I've been taught my whole life, put in slightly different terms, in a slightly different way, and in a way that took this information deeper, but also did some mega shifting in my energy fields. She also asked some questions with some kind of like in a way that allows you to accept it deeper inside of you. And then she did a clearing about money. Now, it would have been so easy to say, okay, well, I have money issues. I'm just going to go in and clear about money. And it would have been super easy. I would have followed along. It would have been great. But I knew that my need was to clear business and work. And so, as she's leading the clearing for money, I'm putting in the energy of business and work. And every time she said money, I'm referring to business and work. Huge shifts. It was amazing. If only I could explain the feeling in a person's heart when they step into this kind of alignment. It was really interesting because I woke up still with those feelings. It was feeling amazing. It's been a good day. I did step out of alignment as I was talking about something that recently happened, and the contrast was so jarring because it was so different. And I don't know that I've ever had an alignment that was so tangibly different and so easy to step out in such a tangible way. And I have done some pretty amazing things with energy and alignment. Last night I had some I'm not sure about things. Wasn't feeling complete answers, but I also felt like I just need to go to sleep. This morning I was like, okay, so what do I choose to be? What do I choose to create? What do I choose for my business? And I come back to something that's been here all along, and that's home and heart healing. I've tried to play around with different things, but the truth is that I love healing the energy of homes. I really do. I love working with people as well, clearing the energy for them. And so for me to separate them has always been a problem, but I keep arguing with that connection, but I just have to step into it because that is what I choose to create. I choose to create that I am a home healer and I'm a heart healer, and that when you step into that alignment in such a way, it has to create things. It just does. I also decided, okay, well, since all of these principles are true, then I choose to create that I will know exactly what to share on my YouTube channel. Here I am. I have a series. I also want to finish up a couple of other series, but I actually feel that motivation to the point where it would have been easy just to go to bed, but it was like, nope, you're going to make your videos because you know that you want to do the series and you created it, you chose it, so let's do it. And that's kind of what it is. It's like the energy is all lined up and ready to go. I'm excited for it. And I've done this with a couple of other things. This was my second time doing this video, the first time I kept on having glitches, and it was a little frustrating. Like every time I'd get on YouTube live and I'd have glitches, and now these glitches, and I was just like, this is so ridiculous. And so I actually put in to this healing method and addressing all the principles, all the YouTube and the video and the tech and the internet and all that kind of stuff. I helped put it in this energy thing, and I did the healing conversation with it, and I have been shooting this video for over 14 minutes and I haven't had a single glitch, just from seconds to seconds by doing the energy work. I love it, absolutely love it. And I feel like I don't feel that like pressure. I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels so much better, so much more aligned. I'm super excited about this, and I feel a responsibility to share with you the principles. So that's kind of my long story about how I got there. I just want to leave with you guys this idea, because sometimes it's really easy to get frustrated when you feel a prompting to do something and you try to follow the ideas, and be an inspired acting person. Like, you put that intention, you try to follow the actions, and then sometimes you feel like you're hitting roadblocks and getting confused, like how my searches weren't coming up with what I needed them to come up with. But I didn't give up, and that's so important. Don't give up. Ask more questions. Listen a little differently. I just kept feeling keep looking. So I kept looking. I kept trying different things that would come to mind until I finally found what I needed. And that's sometimes how it works. Sometimes we get to the point where we just quit. Like the image that came to mind, and you've probably seen it, is there's like this meme, and there's a guy who's tunneled through, and there's this thin line, and over here is the treasure. And it's just this thin thing. One more hammer with his pick and it would have gone right through and he would have found it. But he gave up and walked away. How many times in our lives have we done that? We've been almost there and we give up and we walk away. And this is my plea for you. Don't do that. So I hope you tune in to the next few videos as we cover the 6 principles, and I'm going to see if I can lead you guys through the healing that goes with it as well. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. And I'll see you guys next time.